Where am I? No way. What the fuck?
You're listening to the Corbett Report.
Welcome back, friends. Welcome back to another edition of the Corbett Report. I'm your host, as always, James Corbett at CorbettReport.com, coming to you from the sunny climes of Western Japan here in June of 2025 with episode 479 of the Corbett Report podcast, Mission Unaccomplished. The Corbett Report is back on YouTube? Yes, in case you hadn't seen in recent days, youtube.com/Corbett Report, which for the past 4+ years has given you an error message saying this channel has been removed for violating YouTube's community guidelines or whatever garbage nonsense it said. Well, that suddenly went away, and now there's a channel there with all of my old videos, and 545,000 of my 590,000+ subscribers are still there. Well, I don't know what happened to those other 50,000, but anyway, suddenly back. Wow, isn't that odd? Yes, I am here today to tell you it is odd for a number of reasons. So if you have no idea about any of this, maybe you're a Corbett reporter who has only found me in the past couple of years and didn't even know I was on YouTube. Yes, I was. And if you want to know about that backstory, there's a couple of places you can go. Number one is episode 399 of the Corbett Report podcast, Few, where I talked about that termination of the YouTube account and how it happened and why and all of that, in which I also explained what this building is and its significance and why I'm sitting in front of it at all. So you can find out more about that in episode 399. I also wrote an article at the time that it happened called Mission Accomplished. The Corbett Report is scrubbed off YouTube, or whatever that article title is. Brock will show it on the screen for us here. You can read that if you need to find out more of the details about that. But I am here to say, for anyone who didn't know, yes, I am still alive. I've been making content busily for 4 years now. And if you didn't follow me off of YouTube, where I repeatedly warned I was about to be censored, I guess you didn't see any of that content. Sucks to be you. But here we are, and I guess here's a chance to find out what's been going on. So let's not do that out here in the great outdoors. Let's go back to my office and we'll find out what's going on and how did this all happen. There we go. That's better. So, yes, long story short, very long story short, April 9th, 2021, the Corbett Report was removed from YouTube. June 1st, or was it May 31st, 2025, it's back! Hey, hi guys! And just like that, Corbett existed again in the minds of many YouTubers. So, what on earth happened? What series of events led us to this? Funny you should ask. I happen to have the exact moment where this particular snowball started rolling down the hill, and it occurred specifically when I was a guest recently on Ricky Varandas's The Ripple Effect podcast. I'm sure you know it well, but if not, I will of course put the link in the show notes so you can follow it back and watch that full conversation. But here is the moment that put all of this into motion.
I did, weirdly enough, just get reinstated on YouTube as weird. Yeah. I'll make the story quick. I get an email like a month ago saying, hey, your banned channel that got banned in 2021 for having Dr. Robert Malone, Dr. Pierre Corey, Dr. Mickey Willis, whoever, all those people on the Pfizer whistleblower, Brooke Jackson. They're like, hey, we're going to completely delete your channel. So that means they were archiving it. They kept it all. We're going to completely delete your channel in or September 2025, I believe was the date. But if you want to appeal it, like you can, a real human being will review it. So it could take 3 to 5 days or whatever. And I'm just like, I attempted to appeal just for the ha-has when it was going on. Yeah. I'm like, you guys basically just ignored all my appeals. And then eventually I just kept uploading knowing it was going to be gone one day. It was gone. So I'm like, let me go through the process. So I'm like, okay, boom. I'm like, I fill out this little thing, give them some information, give them my explanation on why I think it should be reinstated. I went to a meeting literally 2 hours later, I get another email saying your channel's been reinstated. So I'm like, this can't be. So I go on YouTube, and there it is. And not just there it is. There's the majority of my subscribers, a lot of them. I don't know how they kept subscribed to my channel. I mean, after all these years, which was kind of weird. But and then also they kept all my COVID stuff. So all that stuff that I had on there that got me banned is like there.
It's back. You can say it now.
Well, that isn't it, and that is frustrating because to me it's like, and well, the frustrating part is, so now I'm new to YouTube again, so now they have this new feature where you get a email telling you like how the progress of your channel, and it'll tell me how people are finding my channel, and it's YouTube search, and I'm like, oh, that's funny. That's one benefit that us who've been banned had never got. Like the I think 90% of the people who are running into my videos, people who are just searching these topics we're discussing. I'm like, so since 2021 till now, my viewership has been like flat because there's no way of reaching people and building the audience. And I've kind of just I'm just doing what I do. And I'm like, I'm kind of giving up on hoping that like something's going to go viral and I'm going to, whatever. But, but I'm like, you've stripped the ability for many of us to really build a platform any more than we've had before getting banned. Because now you didn't just ban my channel, you banned the ability to find my stuff. I mean, Google, you couldn't find it on Google. So it's like if you're banned on YouTube, you're also banned on Google, which, weirdly enough, your channel actually comes up. And I feel like recently it's like things have been kind of tampered back a little bit. I don't know why, but again, I'm also not hopeful. So keep doing what people were doing before. Go to Bitchute, go to all the other platforms, and whatnot. You probably have like 12 other interviews that I'm making you late for. So I
gotta get going. But I should just say, for people who don't know, my extras channel, which was my secondary channel, was taken down and then just magically reappeared like a year later. I didn't even get an email or anything. Like, it just magically reappeared. So I put up a video saying, I will never, ever, 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 ever post here again. Please don't go to YouTube. But, you're making me think maybe I should appeal the main channel strike. We'll see. We'll see, indeed. And I guess we just saw. Yes. So exactly as Ricky was talking about, when he told that little story, I thought to myself, well, it's not going to be like that. I mean, not for the Corbett Report. Surely. I mean, I was warned with email after email about strike after strike and warnings and all sorts of things from YouTube. Oh, you're committing thought crime. You're committing thought crime. And so, as you will remember if you were following me on YouTube at the time, I was releasing video after video after video saying, hey guys, I'm going to be censored. I'm about to be censored. Hey guys, this channel is about to be nuked. It's about to go down. I'm going to be gone. I even had a video. Sorry, I must be going, etc., etc., saying, hey guys, I just want you to know I'm over at that website that I think I've mentioned once or twice in a couple of my videos over the years. This is James Corbett of CorbettReport.com. Hello friends, James Corbett here, CorbettReport.com. James Corbett here, CorbettReport.com. James Corbett here, CorbettReport.com. James Corbett, CorbettReport.com. James Corbett here with your thought for the day from CorbettReport.com. My name is James Corbett. I am from Canada. I run a website called CorbettReport.com. James Corbett here, CorbettReport.com. James Corbett here from CorbettReport.com. James Corbett here, CorbettReport.com. James Corbett here, CorbettReport.com. James Corbett here, CorbettReport.com. Hello friends, James Corbett here, CorbettReport.com. I'm James Corbett at CorbettReport.com. James Corbett here, CorbettReport.com. I'm James Corbett at CorbettReport.com. Oh, right, that Corbett Report thingy that James has mentioned once or twice. Oh yeah, maybe you guys should go there and check me out. Anyway, as you know, I got scrubbed. So there's no way that they're just going to give it back to me just like that, right? So I went through the appeal process, and Sean was there watching me, and it got to the point where you have to say, tell us why you think we should review our decision to nuke your channel. And I can't remember exactly what I typed, but it was something to the effect of, I did not break the guidelines. That was it. Submit. And guess what? Get the email back. Your channel has been reinstated. That was literally it, which is instructive in a number of ways. Number one, of course, it shows the absolute and total nonsense of this entire process, everything that took place in 2020 and 2021, and all of those the content strikes that were being, oh my God, I can't believe that you talked about that horrible thought crime of questioning the medical authorities during this time of crisis, etc., etc. YouTube just admitted, they admit that there was no problem. Sorry, oops, our bad. You're right. You did nothing wrong. Here's your channel back. Which just goes to show the absolute nonsense. Of course, anyone who was following my work at the time knows deep down in the marrow of the roots of their bones that was all nonsense all along. But hey, YouTube freely admits it at this point. So that was interesting. But then I was suddenly in the position of, oh, okay, my channel's just back. Hey guys. And hey, yeah, there's most of my subscribers just suddenly back, who apparently most of them do not know that I still exist. Maybe they thought I got hit by a bus or something. Oh, I remember that James guy. I used to watch him on YouTube. Then he just disappeared. So I was in the position of, well, okay, what now? And I thought, well, okay, let's see if this will work. Can I upload a video? What video should I upload? Oh, I don't know. I guess I'll let all the people on YouTube who never bothered to follow me, I'll let them know that I published a book several months ago now. Maybe they should know that that book exists. So I uploaded episode 472 on announcing reportage, and well, I got some feedback on it. Unfortunately, the feedback was, frankly, well, a little bit heartbreaking, might be the way to put it. And why would I say that? Well, I say it advisedly, because here it is, up on YouTube, announcing reportage, essays on the New World Order. And there you go. It's amassed tens of thousands of views in one day. And we get comments like this from Norcio Norcius, if that is your real name. So glad to see you making a video, finally. I think you have some catching up to do, though. The world has moved on from 4 years ago. You're so right, Norcio Norcius. I have some catching up to do. After 4 years of just sitting there eating popcorn, I decided maybe I should make a video again. Yes, that's exactly what happened. Or ones like this. Again, well-meaning people, and I'm not putting them down, but it's so nice to see you here on YouTube. I have checked in on you on your site from time to time, but it's so much easier for me here. Well, doesn't that say a lot? Glad you decided to hold your nose and post on YouTube again. I have a feeling you share my utter distaste for marketing, but it is regrettably necessary. Right. I regret not following your earlier advice to start seeking information outside of CensorTube. The book isn't currently stocked at my local bookstore, but I showed them a screenshot of your sales sheet and ordered 2 copies. Great, wonderful. I'm glad that you now know that this book exists. But you would have known about it months ago if you'd been following me literally anywhere else on the planet, on the entire internet, the big, vast, wide seas of the internet. But apparently YouTube is the only thing that exists for a lot of people who... You can check the comments for yourself. Everyone's saying, wow, he's back. Oh, I never thought I'd see him again. Because how could I ever possibly see him again? I hope you understand why I find these comments so disheartening. It's not, of course, it's not just about me personally or, oh my God, these people don't appreciate me. It's what it represents. I mean, can you imagine for everyone, all of my real, true audience out there, not the people who just occasionally check in on YouTube, but for my real true audience, imagine if you, for example, had never seen the conclusion of my 5.5-hour documentary deep dive on Al-Qaeda, because it wasn't on YouTube. Think of all those people who never saw the Media Matrix, or all those people who never took my 5.5-hour 3-part online history course about the history of mass media. Think about all those people who missed their chance to learn about 5th-generation warfare, the people who are ignorant of how BlackRock conquered the world, the people who don't know about the future of food. Think about the people who have never seen the incredibly hilarious highs and the lamentable lows of the increasingly zany and elaborate fake news awards that me and Brock now spend the entire month of January preparing essentially every year. Think of the nearly 200 episodes of New World Next Week that these people never saw because they weren't following. Missed nearly 100 podcast episodes. these people didn't even know I published a book. I just got an email from someone who's in Japan saying, oh man, I hope you have an event here in Japan where you can sign a copy of the book for me. I did. I had it earlier this month or last month in Osaka. You could have been there, but you didn't know about it because it didn't exist on YouTube, and therefore it didn't exist. That is what rankles in all of this. It's that we're here fighting the good fight against the intergenerational predatory psychopathic oligarchs who are deigned to rule over us, but we're going to do it as long as it's on YouTube. Can you just post to YouTube? That'll be a lot easier. As long as the revolution is on YouTube, I'll be there watching it with popcorn in hand. That's what kind of rankles about all of this, and that's why I'm somewhat conflicted about the way forward. And interestingly enough, this isn't the first time I've been in this position, because you'll remember that in April of 2021, after my main channel got nuked, I still had my secondary channel, the Corbett Report Extras channel, was still up for another month or two or whatever it was before that channel too got nuked off of YouTube. And I was posting there and telling people again, hey guys, I don't know if you noticed, but my main channel just got completely censored, and this one's going to get censored too. I'm getting strikes on this one, so you better find me anywhere else. And of course, they did take me down. And then a funny thing happened. So it was in 2022, I want to say, several months later anyway, after the Corbett Report Extras channel had been similarly censored off of YouTube, I remember waking up one morning and suddenly the channel was there. No notification, no email from YouTube. I didn't go through any appeal process. Nothing. Truly nothing changed. I just went to sleep one night, and the next morning I woke up, and the Corbett Report Extras channel was suddenly back. All of the content restored. And so at that time, I had to start thinking about, okay, so what do I do with this? What am I doing? And as I'd been warning people for years and years, literally, something like a decade before it actually happened, I was warning people about the censorship on YouTube, and it was going to get worse. And we'd reached that point where I'd finally been censored off of YouTube. So, no, I am not going to post to this controlled censorship platform anymore when they've proven that they're going to take down my work at a moment's notice for reasons that even they themselves will admit, 4 years too late, are complete nonsense. So I thought, well, what am I going to do? I ended up posting a video to address those people who were still looking for me on YouTube. You may or may not have seen it, but that video was entitled, "The Corbett Report is Not on YouTube." Hey, everyone on YouTube. This is weird. As you probably don't know if you're only ever watching me on YouTube, my YouTube, both my main channel and then my extras channel, were both deleted off the face of the planet last year. And I haven't been able to upload anything for several months because I didn't have a channel. Then I woke up this morning and my extras channel is back for absolutely no defined reason. I didn't even get an email about it. It's just there. I have no idea what's going on, and I don't care because I am never, ever, 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 ever going to upload another video to this controlled platform ever, ever, ever again. For anyone who thinks, where have you been, James? I haven't seen you for several months. I have been making videos consistently, 4 or 5 videos a week, every single week for the last several months. But you haven't got them because you're waiting for me to post to YouTube. I didn't have a YouTube channel. They deleted it. Suddenly it's back. I don't know. Use this as your one and only opportunity to find out where I am consistently still continuing to put information. The one best place you should go is CorbettReport.com. That is CorbettReport.com, for those who have trouble spelling. And put that into your browser, and magically you will see all of the videos, all of the audio that has been deleted, scrubbed from YouTube history, and who knows, maybe they'll put it back tomorrow, my main channel. I don't know. I don't care. As I say, I will never, ever upload another video to this controlled platform. You should not be following people at least primarily on YouTube, you should know about things like their backup channel. I'm on Minds.com, I'm on Bitchute, I'm on Odysee, I'm on archive.org. All of my videos are self-hosted on my own servers. There's an IPFS backup of my entire website. But you will not find my work on YouTube going forward. Do not look for me on YouTube. That's it. That's all I got to say to you. See you on CorbettReport.com. Bye. Was that too subtle for you? Did you want me to repeat that message? Yeah, the Corbett Report is not on YouTube. I will never, ever, 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 ever publish again to this controlled censorship platform, and you should look for me literally anywhere else but not here, was the message that I conveyed in that video, and quite accurately. And that was the last thing I posted up to my extras channel, and you can go and see it right now as it has been preserved. So there it is. And so that is the way that I responded to this back when YouTube suddenly, for whatever reason, flipped whatever magic switch and gave me my channel back. Oh, thank you very much, YouTube overlords. But no thank you. And that is what I posted up, and I haven't posted anything there since. So the real question is, what do I do now? Hey, here's your main channel back, the 1,700 plus videos that you spent a decade and a half of your life making. Here you go, you can have it back now. And oh, here's all your subscribers. What do I do with that in this situation? Knowing that it will happen again. Of course it was going to happen again. I'm going to continue uploading the exact type of content that I have always been uploading, including in the 4 years that I wasn't on YouTube. I've been uploading everywhere else, my website and all the other platforms I'm on, continuing to do what I do. And YouTube is going at some point. There's going to be another crisis, and oh my God, you can't say that. And they're going to take it down again, and it's going to happen again. And a bunch of people are going to go, hey, I remember that guy. Oh, I guess he got hit by a bus. That's the only possible explanation. So what do I do in this case? Well, there are a few ways forward, and I'm going to invite your feedback on this. But before I do, let me share this particular feedback that I received from my good friend Dan Dix. You know Dan Dix of pressfortruth.ca. If not, what on earth are you doing? Go to pressfortruth.ca. Follow him on his various platforms and look through the Corbett Report archives to the many, many conversations we've had in the past. But he sent me an email to say, hey, I see your channel is back. What happened? And so I sent him that little explanation about what just took place. And I said, but I don't know what I'm going to do with this channel, really. I don't know what the way forward is. And here's what Dan said. He said, here's my thoughts on it. I'd say use it. And here's why. A ton of comments were things like, he's back, or wow, haven't seen you in years. Which means that as much as we have wanted people to migrate over to alt platforms, a ton of them just simply haven't. And second chances don't come often in life. So firstly, you could point out that it will most likely happen again. Yep. Because you don't self-censor. So, here's your second chance to never see you, me that is, disappear again by subbing on Odysee, Bitchute, etc. Plus, there are over 500,000 people there watching, which is a significant thing, and bring more people to your website while still pushing people to migrate off the platform. Thank you very much for that, Dan. I truly appreciate your feedback, and I've known you, Dan, for years, so I do truly appreciate his feedback on that. And I think he does speak sense there on a number of levels. One of which is that, yes, there are many, many, many people who did not heed the warnings about getting off of YouTube and are still there waiting patiently for someone to tell them why they should get off YouTube. Am I that person? I don't know, but it is an opportunity to do that, is it not? It is an opportunity. As he says, second chances don't come often. Well, here's a second chance to find ways to follow my work that don't involve YouTube. There are other intermediated third-party middlemen platforms that you could get to. Ones that have proven that they are less interested in censorship, like Bitchute, like Odysee, like Substack, like Rumble, etc. I don't necessarily promote those platforms unquestioningly, but they've proven themselves to be less censorship happy than YouTube at the very least, so there's that. Or, hey, you could follow me directly. I have a website. It's called CorbettReport.com. You can figure out how RSS feeds work, and you can forever, completely, totally get rid of this third-party middlemen that come between our interactions. When you follow me, you can follow me directly. And you can absolutely subscribe so that every time I put anything out, it'll go directly into your news reader, and you will get that instantaneously. No third party, no middleman, no Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, whatever censor coming in the middle of that transaction. Doesn't that sound like a better way for the internet to work? I wonder why RSS has been so thoroughly scrubbed from the internet's memory. But anyway, having said that, is this that kind of opportunity? Well, that's one take. That's one way to proceed. Another way to proceed would be to do exactly what I did with the Corbett Report Extras channel. Hey guys, I'm never, ever, ever, ever posting on this controlled platform ever again. Please go find me anywhere else. I could do that. So let's have a little poll. Let's take a vote. This is a democracy. No, it isn't a democracy. I own the Corbett Report universe, and I will do with it whatever I want. But I will do it advisedly, with the informed opinions of people out there whose opinions I value. So I am going to put it to the listenership and viewership broadly. What should I do with this? And I'm going to be thinking about this and take your feedback into account. And I've broken it into 5 options. So I would very much appreciate for people who are interested to vote on one of these options and provide your reasoning. Why? Why do you think this is the option to go with? So option number 1, I could just treat YouTube like any other platform that I'm already posting to on a regular basis, like Bitchute, like Odysee, like Rumble, like Substack, and just post up every new thing that I'm doing as I'm doing it. Done. Right? That's an option. So that's option 1. Option 2, I could do option 1, plus I could upload all of the 4 years of content that people missed out on YouTube, because maybe they do deserve, or at least need to know about 5th generation warfare and the history of Al-Qaeda and the media matrix and the future of food and how BlackRock conquered the world and all these other incredibly important pieces that I produced in the past 4 years. Or option 3, I could upload my content as normal, option 1, plus I could upload select highlights of certain key things that people need to know about from the past 4 years. Okay, that's an option. Option number 4, I could only and exclusively upload teasers and shorts and just little 2-minute intro videos of just, hey guys, this is what's up. This is the new thing that I have over at my website. Here's the link to it. Go watch it there. I could do that. Or number 5, I could go the route of the Corbett Report Extras channel and just say, I'm never uploading here ever again. Go look for me anywhere else. Those are the 5 options that I'm putting on the table. And as I say, I am inviting your feedback on this, but not you, as in YouTube. I don't care what you guys think, and I don't want to hear it. No, I value the opinion of the people who did actually heed my advice, who actually did bother to follow me literally anywhere else and start listening to me in another medium. People who actually support my work. People who actually care. Look, I get it. For a lot of people, probably the vast majority of those 500,000 people on YouTube who subscribe to me, they don't really care. It's popcorn entertainment. Oh, here's a new James video. Does it look fun? Nah, not really. Okay, I'll skip this one, go to the next one. Whatever. Oh, he's gone. Who cares? I get it. Fine. Fair enough. I'm certainly not everyone's cup of tea, and not everyone has to think whatever I say is important. But for those who do think what I'm saying is important, obviously they did follow me over to my website and find me on other platforms. So I'm interested in your guys' opinion. That is why, of course, I am not going to allow comments on this YouTube video. That would be ridiculous. No, if you want to vote in this poll, you have to go to CorbettReport.com. Specifically, in this case, CorbettReport.com/YouTube will be the short link for this episode, 479 of the Corbett Report podcast. And there, when you are a paid, registered member of CorbettReport.com, a paying, contributing supporter of my work, then I'll be interested to hear your opinion of which of these 5 options should I proceed with. What is the way forward, guys? I am interested in your feedback. I have my own inclinations, but I want to see the sense of what people out there think. What is the value of this work? What is the value of this platform? To what extent should someone like myself, should I compromise what I know to be right and factual in the extent of, oh, well, I have to reach into the matrix, so I better go to YouTube? Maybe I should start self-censoring and not saying this or that because, oh my God, YouTube might take my channel. No, I will never do that. That is not an option on the table. But should I just post my work up to YouTube and let the YouTube overlords do with it what they will? Are they going to censor it? Are they not going to censor it? Who knows? What week is it? We'll find out. Anyway, as I say, those are the 5 options. Those 5 options will be listed in the show notes on corbettreport.com/YouTube. And there, if you are a logged in, paying member of the Corbett Report, you can leave your vote in the comment section. And I think we're going to leave it there for today. I know this is a lot of navel gazing, but I think this is an important enough event in Corbett Report history for it to merit its own podcast episode like this. And as I say, it probably has some pretty big ramifications for the potential to reach a lot more people than I was reaching before. So we'll see. We'll see what this eventuates into, and I'm looking forward to your feedback. We're going to leave this exploration here today, and I'll get back into actual reporting of real events that matter in the world soon enough. Thank you for your time and attention. I am James Corbett of CorbettReport.com. That's CorbettReport.com. Looking forward to talking to you again in the near future.
The Deep State. False flags. 9/11 truth. The Federal Reserve. Secret wars and hidden histories. Fake news. Medical martial law. Ceaseless propaganda. James Corbett. Reportage. Essays on the New World Order. Available where books are sold. Until they're not.
reportagebook.com